Hi everyone, good afternoon to the March 2025 mid-month meeting, and we're really happy to be joined by Luke and Emilia from Sancton Wood School. Emilia is a science technician and a STEM ambassador at the school. And Luke is a silver liner who works at the school. So we're really wonderful to have you here. And yeah, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
So I introduce myself. As you said, I'm a science technician. I haven't been always a science technician. I was a microbiologist. Well, I still am. So I'm a microbiologist. I have a different background. But then 10 years ago, I decided to change my career, and I started working in the school here in Sancton Wood. So I've been here for 10 years. And yes, so I'm a science technician. It means that I prepare the practical experiment in chemistry, biology, and physics for the kids. But then a few years ago, I've also become a STEM ambassador. It means that I do STEM clubs, STEM workshops. STEM is a science, technology, engineering, and math, mainly science, to be honest, for me. So I go in other schools here in Cambridge, but also elsewhere. Even I've been even in India, but not virtually, not in person. In India, America, Italy, where I deliver online workshops, STEM clubs, wherever they want. And as a STEM ambassador, well, that is for free. So basically, I do volunteering, but sometimes I also do as a job. So in the school, my role now is a science technician and STEM ambassador. Although from this year I've started teaching biology to year 7, and apparently it's going really well. So maybe next year I will do a bit more of teaching. So Luke
That's
has
good.
been coming in this school for almost a year. And it's quite funny how it came up, this idea, because basically we attend the same gym, and I knew his story. When we talked, I always noticed that Luke was very passionate about science, about STEM, because of course he was studying engineering before the accident. And so I had the idea. I thought, if you really like science, maybe you should be a lab technician, because I know a lot of people that works as a lab technician who they have
I remember the exact moment.
some brain condition, like I don't know, many of them are autistic. Why? Well, because a science technician, they work in this room like this, like in a prep room, and they prepare practicals, and basically they are a bit like they can work at their own pace. So that's why a lot of people with the conditions, they decide to work as a lab technician, because it's like a job that give you time to learn and do it at your own time. So I had this idea, and I said, why you don't come and volunteer a bit with me? I need an assistant. So the truth is, I needed an assistant. So I pretended. I'm joking. No, so I said, come and see how it goes. So he came here, he started. It wasn't I mean, he likes a science technician, but then one day I decided to bring him in the classroom with me to do a STEM club. And I can that was actually what he was supposed to do, because Luke is amazing with the kids. And when I saw that, then I thought, okay, Luke, change your plan. There's no way. I mean, you can do the science technician, but I want you to work with me when I go and do the STEM clubs, because I think you are amazing with the kids. They almost like him more than me. I say almost because, you know, oh yeah, they like him more than me. I have to be honest. They like him more than me sometimes. And
they call
so
me the man.
The man, yeah. What is the man when he's not coming? I mean, sometimes so he go to the toilet, then the kids come. Where is Luke? Good morning. I don't know. Anyway, yes. So it's good. It's very good with the kids. So since then, now we decided to do more STEM club in the afternoon. So after school clubs, they are called. And yes, so basically I hire him, I pay him, Not much, because unfortunately I'm not so rich. But yes, we split. So basically, this after-school club, I do as my thing. I don't do it with the school. So I go in other school and they give me a class, and we do after-school club. It means that after school they stay there for another hour. It's very good for the parents, because not always they can pick the kids up immediately after school. Exactly. Yeah. So they stay there and they learn something. And so yes, now we have 3 schools, and we hope that we can have more. And so yes, I think it's going really well. What do you think, Luke? Say something.
I really enjoy it, and I'm learning as much as the kids as well.
Yeah, no,
it's nice. I could tell it's really good for me as well. And I think you deserve a pat on the back.
I do, because I'm very tired. I'm old and tired. Yeah.
It's way too much work for you.
Yes, it's too much work, and I do many things because I can't say no. I like my job too much, and so I can't say no. I have another, maybe I have also an Instagram page, and I work a lot with that as well. So I do, sometimes I do promotions, sometimes I just got included in some campaigns or events. So they ask me to do videos and things, and that is a full-time job. People don't understand how much work is behind a video of 10 seconds. So like you see a video of 10 seconds and you think, oh, maybe, you took an hour. No, it's much more, because it's recording. Sometimes it doesn't come up well. So you need to do it again. Like,
well, we did one video and it was maybe less than a minute, and it took
it takes
2
hours.
months.
It takes a long time, and also editing, adding the things, the text, the overlay text. So it's quite long thing, and so it's I have many things going on, and it's very, very busy. So having him working at the school, it's great.
It's good for both of us.
Yeah, it's not always easy. Now, what I think is we also have to say sometimes the struggles, right? Because otherwise, So we needed to adjust, of course, the environment to you. Because at the beginning, especially, you can be lost in here, with all this equipment, millions of drawers with the stuff inside. And of course, it's not easy. And we're still working on that. Because what I want is that it becomes completely comfortable in this space. It's not easy, and it wouldn't be easy for anyone. I mean, if I hire a person to come and work here, it will take months as well. Because of course it takes the time that it takes to learn all the places. When you started working in a kitchen that is not yours, it's the same thing. Because in chemistry, in biology, in physics, you use tools, and it's like the kitchen. So, but you don't lick the spoon.
Definitely no. You get stuck to the tube.
Yes. So we have one thing that we have done. We have color coded the drawers. So for example, all the drawers that contain things related to safety, like for example, Bunsen burners, I don't know, safety mat, things that the kids use when they do dangerous things, they are coded in red. So immediately, if he can't remember where to take something, and I say to him, this is the red zone. So he knows. And stuff like that. But it's mainly routine work and memory, and just memorizing things, which of course will take time. And we work on that. We are not scared, right?
Oh God, not anyway.
So yeah, it's going very well. There is a raising hand. Someone want to ask a question, maybe? No?
I think maybe that was from previously.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe someone would ask it.
Yeah, it's really lovely to hear, Emilia and Luke, how Luke has really flourished in his role.
Yes,
And,
yes, yes.
I really enjoy
I
it.
I can see a huge difference if I compare him when he started. It's almost 1 year ago. It was, I think, it was the end of April, so it will be 1 year next month. And I can tell that he has done amazing progress. Now I can see his memory is also improved. And yes, socially, he has improved a lot.
That's where, as it, like brain injuries survivors probably don't realize how much they've improved just because they.
Yeah.
I don't like to remember back when I was rubbish at things.
Nice. Yeah, so yes, I'm very proud of what we are doing. And as I said, we have many projects. So one of them, of course, the main one is to make as much STEM club as possible in all the school of the country.
Well,
We will take over. So yes, that is a project. Another project is I'm pushing the school because he is still a volunteer in the school. Yes, he worked for me, but that is a private thing. It's something between me and him. But I would like him basically to be hired from the school for some hours because I really need someone here on a regular basis. And so I'm trying to push the school to, but the school are tight. That is the problem. We will see. We will see. This is a long-term project. We will work on that. I will use my my skills to convince. Because I'm Italian, I'll make an offer that they can't.
I would say.
Yeah, I'll use my connection to. Yes. So, and then there is that thing that I was saying before about the brain injury children. That would be amazing. I contacted the Brain Injury Trust in Cambridge, and they are very interested actually. Yes, so they say that these things usually take long time, so they will get back to us maybe in April next month. So we will see. But now that you say this, I mean, it's something that is very, very exciting, and honestly, it's something that we were hoping for, right?
Yeah, long time ago now.
Yeah. Yes.
Fantastic, thank you. What's your favorite? So my favorite science is actually chemistry. What's your favorite science, Emilia and Luke?
So, well, I am a biologist and a former microbiologist, so I have to say biology. And I teach biology, so yes. But the experiments, I have to say, so if I can say that the theory, biology, I think is much straightforward. And it's nice because you understand everything, the human body, the world, everything. But when it comes to experiments, well, chemistry is the best because you have the most amazing demonstrations and the most fun one and the one that you use fire and, like exciting things. So when I have to do a demonstration, chemistry is my favorite one.
I'm more of a physics man myself, but
Okay.
I enjoy the chemistry as well. But as because in chemistry you can't really see you don't often see the results instantly anyway. So it's physics is more hands-on, and I'm more of a hammer and chisel kind of guy.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I think, shall we open it to everyone? If anyone has any questions for either Emilia or Luke. So if everyone would like to unmute. And we first of all say a massive thank you to both of you, of course.
My pleasure.
Thanks.
And I'll just remove the spotlight so we can see everyone. Okay.
That was a lovely talk. Thank you, Luke and Emilia. I just wanted to say it's just such a first nice to finally meet you, Emilia. We've spoken on email a lot.
Yes. Thank you so much for being so fast when you reply to my email. It's always so nice. I mean, I write an email and then after one day, damn, you have a good answer. It's great. Thank you so much. And
That's
thank you for
good.
correcting my broken English. I have to say, I mean, it's Luke he enjoys so much to correct me. I mean, all the time, even when I'm right, even when I pronounce it quite well, I must find the fault.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's like a bit of a joke.
Yeah, we joke. As you might have noticed, we have a very fun relationship. We joke a lot, and we have lots of fun, lots of laughs. So it's quite funny. We have a lot of fun. So yes.
Oh, brilliant. Well, yeah, I really appreciate all the work that you do, and just hearing about this just the like it's been obviously a wonderful experience for Luke to be able to get the experience in the school and with the kids. And I've heard about this through Ellis kind of telling me about it through the New Mind work that we do, and yeah, it's just great to see and all the kind of amendments and adjustments that can be made to just make it a possible thing for Luke to kind of work there, and I just think it's wonderful to see that. So great to hear that.
That's nice. Yes, I mean nothing is easy, and I think it's always challenging. And of course, I think one of the things that we, when we started this adventure, we knew that it was a tricky thing, of course. But I think knowing your limits make you maybe more aware of what to do. So when you start something like that, you need to be well aware that it won't be all like nice and there will be challenges, of course, and there are challenges. But I think instead of being put down by them, you need to find a solution. And so this is what we've been doing. So for everything, there is always a solution. And I think we figured out how to deal with the challenging things, because there are challenging things. But I think we figured it out. I now understand those.
Well.
Yes. Let's mention that because we haven't mentioned that. Yes, New Mind has helped a lot. Because now I have access to his New Mind. So what I do when I want him to remember something, I put it as a task. So, for example,
and it does work.
Yeah, it works
I
really
remember
well.
you set one to sort of a test one to bring a coffee, and it's like I was like, I'm not sure, but I'll do it because it's a task of New Mind. So I did. And now
sometimes I used to task even to tease him. Like I remember once I said, "Remind Emilia on Wednesday to kick my ass," because yes, those sort of things. But more seriously, yes, for example, I don't know, I say list to do on Wednesday, do this, and this, and I put it as a task. So he continuously see it. And even if he forgets, I tell him, "Oh, look, he's on New Mind. Look at the tasks," and then it's immediately go there.
I look at the notes as well.
Yes, he has a journal. He has a journal on the New Mind about Sancton Wood, of what we do. So what we do is because he comes on Wednesday, but sometimes also other days. On Thursday morning, I sent him a message with all the things that we have done on Wednesday.
Oh, thanks for that.
Yeah, and he helps because, of course, the day after, sometimes he has a bit of blurry memory, right, of what you have done the day before. But this immediately, so he goes in the journal, he sees what he has done, what we are up to, and then it comes to mind. And it's like a stimulation of the memory. I'm sure that if you do that every day, it's going better and better.
It's getting easier.
Yeah, it's getting easier. And when was it that the other day you remind me? Now we are at the point that he reminds me of what we have to do, which is quite funny. Yes, so it's going well.
Yeah, it's wonderful to hear, Emilia, that with the right support, you help empower people, brain injury survivors otherwise.
I'm very convinced of that. And
Yeah.
it's a challenge for me. I'm a very stubborn person, and I never let go of, unfortunately, sometimes, because but yes, so for me it's a challenge, and I told him, I say, look, I promise you that I will find that you will be able to work as a, like normal. I don't want to use that word because there is not such a thing as we are all different. But what I told him is, I promise you that you will have a job, and we're working on that. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Yeah.
Emilia, it's so inspiring. And Luke, my goodness, I at the risk of sounding patronizing, I'm so proud of you. I think you are so amazing.
I
Thank you.
confirm.
And so I just want to say, you know, a huge thank you, because it's through you that we even meet Emilia. And as I always say, with great minds and great ideas, the silver lining, that's what we do. We want to foster that. We want to create programs around that.
Yes.
And
I
from
keep thinking, sorry to interrupt, I'm always very impulsive, so I never wait, as he knows very well.
You
I
get
don't know
used to
anything
But
it.
I
about
keep
that,
thinking,
Emilia.
I think sometimes when I think about what we're doing, it makes me sad that not enough is done, because you see what we're doing here, it could be done for everyone, right? I mean, it doesn't take much. I'm not so intelligent, so it doesn't take much to organize this. So why is not done for everyone in this condition? So this is the
Amelia,
problem, because I don't think I think people, maybe they are scared, and so maybe I don't know. It's just, I don't know what it is.
Amelia, we find ourselves in a situation where we have that power. So if you and maybe we can get a silver lining volunteer to sort of coordinate with you guys and start to document, what does this pathway look like? How much time does it take? What kind of strategies are working and what aren't? And sort of create a template. Because sometimes when you say nobody else is doing it, it's not being done enough. It's because everybody's starting from ground zero. If we
Yeah.
can give them some sort of tool to utilize to support work integration, Matt, even with an app or an app, some sort of app integration, wow. And you know, it's possible. It's within the realm of
It
possibility.
is. Yeah, it is possible. And because the problem is, it's always stereotypes, I think. Because, for example, if you say to someone, oh, Luke is brain injured survivor, right? Is working in science. I'm sure that everyone would think, oh, is it possible to do science, when you have such a condition like that? Because people, again, when they think about science, they think about the genius, like the people like incredibly bright and academically very high. That is the mistake. So I think we are showing that science can be done at different levels. This is what I always say to the
It can be done
kids.
at all levels, couldn't it?
So it's like, and you see, it's even look at the dream before the accident. He wanted to be an engineer. He couldn't do that because of the accident. But now he's doing science, he's doing STEM, because of course engineering is a part of the STEM group, is not science. So if we want to be precise, let's say STEM. So he's doing STEM at a different level, but he's still doing it. So I think the most important thing that we should remember out of all this is that if you have a dream, even if the circumstances can change, because of course life is like that, right? Sometimes things change and you can't do what you wanted to do. But I think you still can realize your dreams, but
Oh
maybe
my
in a
God.
different way.
Amelia, you are talking silver lining, because that's what we do every day. Find a way to reach our dreams in a different way.
Yes.
And sometimes that different way is better than the original way by like
Yes, exactly. Sometimes people ask me, because as I said at the beginning, I changed my career 10 years ago. No, maybe more actually. Yes, a bit more than 10 years. I did that because what happened was 17 years ago, I had my daughters, twin daughters, and it was very demanding. So I decided to stop working because I couldn't take it. I mean, I was alone in another country. I'm Italian, and I couldn't do everything. You didn't notice, right? Because I speak so well.
are you really?
I speak so well. I speak like the queen, so people don't understand, of course, that I'm Italian. But yes, I have to reveal that I'm Italian.
I was joking.
Of course. So yes, and so I decided to stop working. So then 10 years ago, I decided to go back to work, but I didn't want to work in the hospital anymore because it was too much. Now school work is great because you have the same holidays of the kids, so for a mom is a great stuff. And people ask me, but it's not like you are doing the science technician job. You are so qualified. What a shame. Do you feel? You see, it doesn't matter because as long as you are happy, I have decided to change my career to do another thing. But actually, I found out that now I'm happier because I used to work in the hospital, and what was what I was seeing all day long were illness. People go sick, and like think horrible things. And now I see the kids, and they make me laugh every day, and they are so cute, apart some of them which I would like to kill. And they are always the one that comes every day at school.
Oh.
I'm joking. I love them all, honestly. It's so rewarding. And these things of the STEM clubs, it make me so happy because I go in many schools, and sometimes I go in schools where they can't afford what we have here, because I'm lucky. I work in a private school, and of course it's like a privilege environment. All the kids here, they come from rich families because otherwise they couldn't afford. And sometimes when I go in school, in state school, and I show the things like equipment, and they are like so amazed because they never seen. It makes me sad, of course, because knowledge should be equal for everyone, but it's not like that. So I'm happy that I can bring science to the kids that are in some ways disadvantaged, let's say that, because of course they come from background that are not so privileged, and that's amazing. And now with this project that we have about brain injured children is even more exciting because we can bring science to kids that maybe think that they can't do it anymore because, it's difficult. And it's the same thing that happened with Luke. So we are in this year, we have worked a lot about confidence. And every day I have to say to him, look, you can do it. You're doing well. You can do it, because still sometimes he feels like he's scared of doing something because, of course, he's afraid. So the fact that we are working on the confidence of him, but we can work on the confidence of many other people, it's amazing, and I really like it. So my life now is much better than when I used to work at the hospital, and people don't understand that. They just think about the qualification, the money, and those things, but those things are nothing, I think.
Yeah.
Luke, do you want to say a few words about what it's meant to your rehab, what it's meant to you personally, how you feel about it?
I couldn't thank me and my family couldn't thank first of all Emilia enough, because you've been so handy, and my parents have realized that, and they spend a lot of time with me, and that they probably see the differences more than I can see it, because I don't notice it. I don't notice how I feel like each day, really, because I try to take each day at a time.
Yeah.
But it's life's getting easy now, and I'm really enjoying it.
Oh, Luke, I'm so
It's
excited.
a silver lining show.
Whoa, I love it. I absolutely love it. And you know, I didn't say in the report this morning that we met with Ellis the other day as well, and that he's doing a big NIH grant, and he's including the silver lining in the grant.
Oh, cool.
So we are just like over the moon about that. I've been shouting about it all week.
Nice.
So,
That's wonderful.
Yeah, great news.
yeah. And Amelia, the other thing, which is, I just have to put it in your ear because I sound like I have a very enthusiastic listener. Creating, one thing always bothered me is there haven't been enough brain injury role models. Yet most people in the past, you know, we're talking a while back now, all the actors or actresses, if they had a brain injury, they just disappeared or they didn't talk about it. They
Yeah.
tried to come back. Everybody tried to hide it. And, you know, it just it's not healthy and it doesn't work. Um, you know, to be genuine about what you've been through and then elevate yourself like everybody on this screen is. Luke, you through your work. I won't even go through your CV because it's so extensive. Your book writing, your poetry, your art, you know, Nat. Oh my gosh, we'd have to have weeks to discuss your CV of what you are creating in like a workshop of amazement, creating books, writing songs, doing poetry that now we're weaving into products that can benefit lots of people. Go, pal, down there. Oh my gosh. Go, pal. You are giving your heart and soul to all of your friends at the Silver Lining every day. And Gopal, you don't realize this, but if we had a little Silver Lining Dragons Den, Gopal would be crushing it.
That's
You
mark the words, guys. That's
crushing
Sherry's words.
You have brilliant ideas, Gopal, from your experience and your intelligence. Really appreciate that. And Adrian, my goodness, if we didn't have you, we wouldn't know what was happening at all with disability and government. And we're really
International.
grateful for Adrian. And Samuel, I've known you a short time, but you have already made a massive impact on me. And some of your words have, my goodness, they filled my tank of inspiration 10 times over. Just to
Sharon. It's Sharon, right? Sherry.
sharing.
Sherry.
Sherry. I can't lie to you. This chariot saved my life because literally, words can't describe what this charity does. Like I said, it's nearly going to be 4 years since I've been discharged from the care home from a stroke. It will be nearly 4 years this Christmas that I've been discharged from the care home for a stroke. You know, I was just like every young man. No one ever prays to be in this position, you know. But what this charity is doing and has done for me, words can't describe.
Samuel,
Mm.
I'm so, so, so happy and grateful you're here with us.
Mm. Thank you very much, Sherry.
Well, okay, before I start a flood of tears for absolutely everybody, I'm gonna open it up to more questions, I guess, if we get back on track. Does anybody want to ask Luke and Emilia any questions about their work together?
I did. I've got a 3-part question. Emilia, what made you go into biology first? How did you approach it? Is it Cambridge Hospital with CBIT, right? And putting notes into Luke's journal, is it done via email or via voice prompts? for Luke to keep up with his own reminders?
Okay, so first question was why I chose biology.
Yes, that's the first one.
Okay, so this is quite funny, but I'm a scientist. I've been in science all my life, but the funny thing is I suck in math.
So do I. Join the vote, Emilia. So do I.
So that is another stereotype. You see, when you see the scientist, it must be. I like math, but I'm not very good at it, and so I was scared by chemistry and physics because there is quite a lot of math in it. And that's why I chose biology. And also, I like biology. When I decided to start the degree in biology, I already knew that I wanted to work in a hospital, and I wanted to be not a researcher because I like it, but I know that was not my path. I wanted to do the analysis of the human samples. Like I understand why people were sick. Like, for example, when you have, I don't know, I don't want to say gross things, but let's say when you are sick, they take your blood, they take your swabs, those things. And they try to understand if you have an infection. This is exactly what I wanted to do. So that's why I took biology and then microbiology, because I wanted to help. I couldn't be a doctor because I'm very scared to see open wound and things like that. For me, I can't watch people that, and also I am a very, I wouldn't be a good doctor because I would feel very emotional. So, for example, if I had a patient sick, I would burst in tears and I couldn't be able to keep. So I decided to be behind the curtain in the lab to make analysis and understand why people were sick and help them in this way. Regarding how I remind you things, that was the question. Yes, how I remind you.
That was the third question. But let's put that the second question. Is how do you put notes into Ellis's journal of him to do tasks during the day? Does it send via email?
You started to put it on New Mind.
Oh yes.
But previously you WhatsApp me and
yes,
Instagram me.
Yeah. Before New Mind was a bit more complicated because what I did, I create a WhatsApp group that we still have, which is called Project Luke Emilia, and that was supposed to be the group where I put all the reminders and tasks. But then Luke.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Used to
if I saw a video on YouTube
yes,
that might interest you,
and then it's forward to that group, so it will become it became packed with other things. Yes, instead with New Mind we keep that just like work related, like what we are doing, and that is really good. Yeah.
And with that one, I'm guessing you use color-coded notepads and note filters. Which is high, which is low, and which are medium tasks for Luke to carry through the day?
No, it does. So when I give him the tasks, what it does, it break down the tasks, and then it put them as a reminder on New Mind. So that is his job. So my job is to create the tasks, give him the list of tasks, and put it on New Mind. His job is to break down the tasks and do the reminders, because I don't think I can do that. I don't know if Matthew can help with that, but I don't think I can do that. So
I think you should be able to set reminders on there too. But I like the way
really?
I like the idea of like you're setting tasks
Matthew,
and
you
it becomes collaborative.
And also on the New Mind app, there should be like color-coded filters and notepads, like which is like a high important task, low, medium task, and low task, which needs to be done first, second, and third through the day kind of thing, Emilia. I'm sure the New Mind has got an app like that to do it.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, it's a really nice suggestion. I like that idea. I feel like we could do that.
Yeah, we could do that.
I'll pass it on to Rufus, who does all the development.
When you give me the task,
am I right or am I right?
Yes, yeah.
Gopal just comes out with some singers.
Yeah, thanks, Gopal.
That are just brilliant. Thank you, Gopal. I appreciate that one as well.
Yes, thank you.
Because that's the only way. If there's something like important and pressing tasks to do as higher important, then which is not in like a medium task can do throughout the day, and the low one could be done at the end of the day, kind of thing, towards the end.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Thanks. You
And-
see,
Well,
we're still learning. We're still learning.
And my third and final question was, how did you approach Cambridge Children's Department regarding children's brain injury?
Oh yes,
The
no, I
pilot.
just went. Yes, I just went online and I download all the possible places, and just I sent email on email, and then I was replied by two people. One was, I can't remember which trust was, and they reply. Actually, they reply made me really sad because they say, "Oh, we can't do anything about STEM because we have no funds for it." Because it's considered something related to government. So the government should provide that, and so we can't do any fund for it, so we can't help. And I thought, well, what? I mean,
like the funding gets
Yeah.
distributed so ethically.
Yeah, and then the children trust, they reply to me, so that was nice. Yeah, but I mean, I didn't do. I just went on internet and I did the research and I downloaded all the possible trusts that could help us.
And my final big question is, are you willing to compete with AI when they bring AI into biology?
Oh, we do. I use AI a lot actually for Instagram. It's
I didn't
always
catch
has
any
to
of
pick
that.
out my English, you see.
I didn't catch any
No,
of that. I didn't catch any of that conversation.
the truth. Okay, let's say what the truth is. The truth is that Luke is jealous because I have a sexy accent. I have a sexy accent, and he's very jealous of that.
I don't do a very good Italian accent.
Guys, Nat has to leave now, and I just want to be able to say goodbye. But I also wanted to throw this in before she left, is guys, at the school you're currently working in, and possibly through Cambridge, we would like to gift the Woodland Friends books.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So Nat,
That's
I wanted you to
great.
hear that,
Oh,
that
yeah,
we're
that'd be
trying
lovely.
to find outlets to start to distribute the book more widely.
Oh, that'd be
Nice.
lovely, yeah. Thank you. That was lovely. Thank you. So it's my nephew's birthday, so we're going down.
Oh,
Nice.
Happy birthday.
great time.
Thank you. Thanks very
Thank
much. That was brilliant. Thank you. All right.
Okay,
Bye.
thanks,
See you,
Nat.
Nat.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.
Cheers.
Ooh. So, Gopal, thank you for those really brilliant questions, to be honest, and insight. Because I just wanted to point something out that you said. When you said to color code in order of priority, that is what the frontal lobe of the brain typically does. It typically prioritizes and calculates how much time and puts things in order. And when that has received some sort of damage, sometimes it feels like everything is all important at the same time and you don't know which one to go with.
That's so true.
And then either people get really overwhelmed and anxious or they just shut down and get distracted by something else. So what you've just said today, Gopal, is going to definitely be on the Silver Lining app. Absolutely.
Because I know
Yeah,
with
I'm
some
going to integrate that because it's brilliant.
Sure, because you know on some apps there are like on one app you can put block sections of the like red, yellow, and green. Do you understand? And then in that one you can put the highest priority, then the medium, and then the lowest in the app. So that but like during the day kind of thing. If you understand what I mean.
Good. Yes.
It's
That's
really
nice.
exciting what the future holds and what's possible now. Coming from the old, horse and carriage days of neuro rehab, it's really exciting stuff. And, just sitting here today and talking about these issues, how quickly now neuro rehab and neuro awareness is accelerating. And that's just so exciting. I'm preaching again. Louise.
Yeah, we can see you preaching, Jerry. That's why we didn't say anything.
I'm
We let you
preaching.
finish preaching and we might say something.
But I just think it's so wonderful. It's a wonderful time. I don't know if you guys have anything left to say, or Louise.
Yes, I would like to say a couple of things, and then we have a demonstration for you. So the first thing that I wanted to say is on Monday, we are doing an assembly here in Sancton Wood School because we wanted to share the story of Luke with the kids. I'm sure they will be very, very inspired. I mean, they know something, but we never had the chance to tell him the whole thing. So that would be great. Then we are doing this assembly also to make them aware that this Friday, next Friday, there will be a bake sale in your honor. So all the money that we raise with this bake sale will be given to you because you are doing so amazingly to help the brain injury survivor, and we will give all the money to you. I hope that we raise a lot. I'm not sure because we are a very small school. We don't have many children, but we are pushing them. And
Emilia,
Louise,
my
I
other
think, is
meeting
I'll see you
attending,
there. Yeah,
I
yeah,
won't
I'll be
know.
attending.
Are you Italian?
the bake sale
Da dove
starts at
vieni,
10.
Emilia? Da dove vieni in Italia?
Oh, Napoli.
Napoli.
Yes.
Sei napoletana.
Yes. Now many things can be explained, right?
È stato de boom. Che se poi ho che dice un amico napoletano. Sempre
Okay.
actually un'espressione napoletana.
I am a Napoletana, yes.
Are you well?
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
going to say just
Okay.
one more thing about the book, because Luke, you've participated in the writing of that book. So not only are you a role model with the science stuff, but you're actually authored in, you were working on that book. So, to be a role model to the children, those little eyes will then grow up to see disability in a different way.
Exactly.
yeah.
This is
I knew a
exactly what we
guy.
want.
I knew a guy and he was so cool. He wrote a book, and he's
Yeah.
doing science and
Yes.
I used to run around, sprint.
Yes, and then another thing
Play
that I want to
rugby.
add is because we are doing several things for this Brain Injury Awareness Month. One of these things is I'm the brand ambassador on Instagram of Giant Microbes, which is a company that sell plushies like scientific plushies. So I want to show you, because what we're going to do next week, it will be a giveaway. So we are going to partner with New Mind and Luke, me and Giant Microbes, and we're going to. They are going to offer a lot of brain plushie, and I'm showing you.
Emilia's got to look at them. We haven't named them all though.
Yeah, so you show them.
Shall I get the other ones?
Huh?
I'll
yeah,
use to get the other ones.
And so the people will win this pack. So this is the brain.
That's it's most detailed one.
So this is the most detailed one because he actually opened, and you can see how, oh my God. Oh yes, okay. You can see how the brain is, all the zones. Then you have
the
neurons. Then you have this brain this is the deluxe. You say deluxe? Deluxe.
Deluxe.
Deluxe. Come on.
Deluxe.
Deluxe. I think deluxe.
Sorry about that. Okay. Anyway, this is the version with all the neurotransmitters.
Oh, dopamine.
Yes, the dopamine, the glial cell. I mean, and they can zip into it, so it's quite nice. And this is also a brain like a normal brain. Now, what I'm doing, I'm convincing the Giant Microbes to make a brain injury brain. Why? Because they have done. So they do all the sort of scientific things. So, for example, this is a bacteria. So this is a cell. So they make this plushie and the like scientific one, and they have made a lot of brains. So this one is anxiety. So as you see, they represented it as yellow with the red part. They have done ADHD, they have done bipolar, depression, a lot of things, but they haven't done the brain injury one. So I thought, why? I mean, you should do that. So I'm pushing them to do the brain injury one. And we thought, I mean, that was Luke ideas, that it could be with the plasters on the brain. But I don't know if we can choose too much. I mean, yes, it's pushing too much. I mean, as long as they do something, that's okay. Yeah. But in the meantime, they have been very nice, and they say that yes, they are offering all this. So all this will be won by a person in this giveaway that will take place on Instagram. So if you are on Instagram, stay tuned, because you might win all this. So as you see, those are the little ones. It's very cool. I love their stuff. Yeah, I love their stuff.
One quick question, Emilia. You know the new one you're going out for development. What is the color? Is it going to be blue and white for the brain injury? What is the color scheme?
For the
brain injury one.
They haven't done it yet. They haven't done it yet. We are pushing them to do it. Because they
Emilia,
haven't done all the possible.
I think one of the problems might be that, you know, they're all different areas of the brain that can get injured.
Yes, that's why maybe putting a plaster, like
and they used to think that, right, it tended to just affect that area, but they now realize that it's very interconnected.
Yeah.
But
and
if you had one like me, I was just 1 month old, skull fracture, brain injury, then it will likely affect your development as well, almost certainly. And so, you know, I was diagnosed in my 30s with all these kind of late diagnoses. I only found out when I was 29 and a half that had this brain injury, with you know, all these developmental things, late diagnoses, and that's very, very common. You know, Asperger's, what else? ADHD, dyspraxia, etc. And so there will be kids in your class who've had some kind of brain injury which has not been diagnosed, who have some kind of behaviors that they've been partially diagnosed or whatever. And also, if it happens when they're very young, the parent is afraid that they will be arrested. This is one of the things pointed out to me. So that was another reason why I wasn't told, you know. So there will be people in classes like that, you know, and they may.
That's why the more we talk. That's why the more we talk about the brain, the better, and the impact of concussions and bleeds and fractures of the skull, because a lot of children are still engaging in sports where these things are really possible.
Oh, yeah.
And a person that I think we should put you in touch with, Louine, I was just thinking that if we could put Luke in touch with Chris Withy, is it Chris Withy, the hard hats?
Chris Tidy.
Tidy, sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Tidy hats.
This man is he runs a charity that is looking at helmet safety for the brain. And they do a lot of experiments. This might be something that you guys are interested in as well, with how developing new helmets to keep the children's heads safer, to keep adults' heads safer as well, from rotational injuries from the head moving inside of the helmet. It's really fascinating, the technology and the science that's going into the development of the new helmets.
Yeah, I attended a conference that was put forward by, I was told about the silver lining, and I put in all kinds of questions. Unfortunately, they never responded to any of them, you know, that put through. So that was a little bit disappointing, I have to say. Because
we could follow up with Chris, because Chris is a great guy. I can't see that he wouldn't have answered questions.
Well, I mean, I put them through this thing, and I said, you know, look forward to your answer. Never received any answer, so maybe overwhelmed or whatever. But you know, because there are things like, should like babies be given that helmet, especially given my kind of experience at 1 month old, you know, and if I'd had a helmet on, then maybe maybe not save me entirely from the injury, but it would back. or possibly even, made it.
It's all sort of baby steps towards that kind of thinking, how precious the brain is and how can we protect it from an early age. I think you're onto some, absolutely, Adrian. But I just thought there would be synergy, even in terms of them supporting you with some of your projects, because they like to invest in anything where they gain more access to promoting what they're doing, which is, can I just tell you the science? They now have stickers which you can put on children's helmets, which will tell you the how much impact the child took. And if the child is likely to have sustained a concussion or not. So, and so you guys might, yeah, it might just be a good combination of forces.
Yeah, sure.
So now we have a demonstration for you.
Fantastic.
So yeah, is that okay? So we need to get ready because I need to tie up my hair and we need to put our lab coats on. So we are basically, to surprise you, we are setting ourselves on fire. So if something goes wrong, it was nice to meet you, and we sacrifice ourselves science, right? Okay, so here. And we have to move the computer in front of the station, otherwise you'll see. So let's move the things here. Okay, let's do like, yes, you can see me. Okay, then it's okay. This is Rachel. This is my head of department. We share room. So, okay. So, remove your watch.
Emilia, I think you need to put a hair mesh on.
Sorry?
You need to put a hair mesh on because you have hair that sticks out.
No, it's okay. For me, it's fine. I give a look at this because we have this is another thing. This is another adjustment. We have noticed that his time of reaction is slightly slower. And because sometimes you just need to do like this when you do this demonstration, because he likes his eyebrows, we thought that it was best not to. I told him that even if he burn his eyebrows, I mean, it could. It's for science, but then he said he's vain, so he said he likes his eyebrow. Okay, so of course we're joking, but yes, that is the reason. I make him wear that to make it safer, but you don't need to wear just eye protection. And okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bubble some. So in here we have water, and I'm going to add some washing up liquid. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to bubble methane gas in this bowl. So look, if you can hold this. Okay, so now as you can see, there are many bubbles in this bowl. So what I'm going to do, we're going to wet our hand in here. Okay, so I think it's best if you put this one up. Yeah. Okay. I stay this side. You stay that side. Okay. So you ready for the magic? 3, 2, 1.
Hey.
Wow.
So this demonstration is called the methane bubbles, because of course you have bubbles, but they are full of methane, which is a gas that comes directly to the bench. From the bench, there is a tap on the bench, maybe you haven't seen it. And this is a combustion reaction. So the fuel, which is the methane, burns in presence of oxygen and release carbon dioxide and water. And so why we don't get burned, this is the question that we are usually asked by the kids. It's because you have noticed that beforehand we do the demonstration, we put our hand in the bowl with water and soap. This way we have a layer of water and soap on our ends, and the water will absorb the heat and we can't feel a thing. And also the methane gas is very light. So as soon as we scoop out the bubbles, they start rising up. So it's because it's a very fast reaction, you don't actually feel anything. So that is quite interesting and amazing, but it's a good way to understand combustion. The products of combustion are always carbon dioxide and water. It's a chemical reaction, and the kids study combustion, and we always show this reaction when we study combustion.
Fantastic, thank you.
Wow, that was fantastic, Luke.
Look at Small Big Bang, and look at Small Big Bang Theory on TV, yeah? A Small Big Bang Theory on TV.
Oh yeah, oh I love that. I love Sheldon. I love Sheldon.
Exactly.
It's very fun. I have a shirt. I have a shirt, Bazinga.
Exactly, Emilia. Exactly.
Yes,
thank you.
yes, very fun.
Okay, well, we'd like to say a massive thank you, Luke and Emilia, for talking to us today, for your knowledge, for your insights, and for the demonstration as well. So thank you.
It was our pleasure. It was really nice. And for me, because I'm new to this community, it was a real honor to meet you all. And I really admire you, because I know it's not easy to start all over again. And so I think since I met Luke and we became friends, I think I have learned a lot from him. And I look now life in a different way, and this is really nice, so I'm very grateful.
Thank you. Any words from you, Luke?
I can't thank you enough for everything you do.
I don't do much.
You really helped my whole recovery process.
Mille grazie, Emilia.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.